Hey, what's going on, folks? So this video is gonna be my first full customization. I'll be using the McFarlane Raven character to actually turn it into this, which is a character my Krymson Reigns character that I made up years back. I'll be removing the cape. This will be a full customization because the spikes off, belt, changing the head, everything. I'm kind of excited about doing this. Okay, let's be honest. I'm really excited about doing this. This is the first time I've really tried this. I've done some repaints previously, but never done a full customization. So this is going to be new territory for me. Taking the head off, added the Millie Putty. I clean this up before my wife gets back. But right now it's not completely dry. But I've added the shoulders, the traps, calves, knee pads. The traps took a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to do a bit more to them, but still gotta do a little bit more work to the calves. Which right now I'm not gonna do that until I'm done. I'll probably polish those, sand them down once I'm done to actually match the actual drawing that I did. It's I'll actually find out if this was a mistake. If see how this one turns out to see if I'll do it again. Let me grab the head. I had to build the head up because the original head was a little too small. So the eyes are a little bit inset too. Actually I need to quit touching like this because I'm kind of leaving finger impressions over it. So now that it's dried, I've actually sanded it down. I'll probably do another round of sanding it before I actually spray the primer on it. But it's kind of coming into shape. So we're gonna see what we're able to do with it. I've kind of gone to the calves a little bit more. So here we are now with the primer spray painted over it. Added to it. I'm starting to be able to see what I'm working with, how it's gonna turn out. It's still a little bit sticky right now, so I'm not gonna just keep touching for too much longer. But it's taking shape. So we'll see if I can actually make it come out in actual physical form and from what I have in my head on how I think it should look. I mean, I have my drawing that I wanted to match, but we'll see if we can actually execute that. So here is the finished version. And I say, man, I could not be happier how this turned out. This is actually the entire reason I even made this page to begin with, is so that I could just kind of show the drawings, and not just the drawings, but just to kind of showcase these figures that I want to make. I'm very pleased how this turned out. I like the detail that came through on it. Man, this actually came out much better than I thought. I did have to do a few revisions on it to kind of change things here and there because, it wasn't a one shot, when I was went in to start painting and everything. But I think it came through really nice. The reds, even showing how I did in the drawing I did. I used metallic ink that changed color, whether it's dark or silver, depending on how the light hits it. And so I was able to kind of get that to come through in the using the paints. I was using the Vallejo paints. I love using those. I like the coverage. Everybody, I think, has their own personal preference with it. But let me grab my original version of Krymson Reigns that I did. So this is a 1,000 Toys figure. I think it was I think I used the energy signature on his arm from Marvel Legends Storm. But so this looks close to my original drawing that I did back in 9th grade of Krymson Reigns. So this is my first attempt at doing a customization. It's just repaints, no putty, sculpting or anything to it. It's just a straight repaint to try to get it close to the actual drawing. And I was like, hey man, after doing this, it kind of ignited something for me to want to try to do a larger scale. So, but back to the figure. To this the figure for this video, but yeah, I can say I can't be happier how this actually turns out. This is it took me maybe 5 days to do this because I had to wait for the paint to dry in between sculpting and all that stuff. But yeah, man, this is nice. It's about as close as I could get it to the drawing that I did. But yeah, I really like how it came out. Let's get close to the head. So it took me during this time trying to get those eyes to glow. I actually looked up a couple of different tutorials on how to get that glowing effect. But it looks like it came through really nice. It's showing up really nice on screen. I actually had to redo the eyes. I had to use a putty to make new eyes because they were too far inset on the original. The arm, that was a headache, is getting that right. I did a couple different revisions, a couple of different times, changing the color on it, how I wanted it to be. Then I also wanted to make it look like the energy signature was reflecting off the side of the arm. So I did a layer of red, like this metallic thin red. I thinned it out further up the arm and on this whole side of the body, so it actually showed that it's reflecting. Also, if you can see, I had to build the chest up a little bit, but also if you can see, I did a thin layer of red over the whole body, more like a pearlescent. So when the light hits it, you can kind of see the red coming through on the armor. Kind of see that shimmer on it. But yeah, man, this is good. I know I keep saying that, but it came out actually better than I thought it was going to come out. Yeah, so the detail on it. I mean, I really love how that Vallejo paint comes through. If you even look at the calves, it has that kind of like the two-tone color on the calves. Because I did use a couple of different colors to kind of make that come through. But yeah, so this is like the flagship character for my that I created. Currently working on a book for it now, and working on the other characters for this one. So this one is still fully articulate. I mean, about as articulate as you're gonna get a McFarlane figure to be. I didn't take it apart when I did it, but I did make sure that I could move them around and you wouldn't have any non-painted parts showing, because that would drive me crazy. If I saw that, it would annoy the heck out of me. So I didn't want to just half do it. I know I kind of half did it, but not taking it apart. But joints are a bit stiff. That's something I've kind of come to know on some of these McFarlane figures too. But that's good, because that means when I come in the morning, I'm not going to see my figure face down and off the shelf. So it's going to hold its pose. And that's one thing about these two. I'm not really worried about these being super articulate, because I'm only going to have them more in a standing pose anyway. So, I'm kind of good to go there. Yeah, I mean, I can get some pretty decent poses out of this. Granted, it will not be in a pose like this on the shelf. It's just going to be, like I said, standing there. But adding the energy signature, I wasn't sure if I wanted to actually keep that on there or not, or just have it off. But I figured, heck, why not? Why not put it on there? I mean, that's how I did the drawing. So why not just add it to the picture? So then, to the actual figure. So some of the other ones I'm working on, I'm kind of going to do the same thing, as have their energy signature, if they have one, actually on display as a figure, create that with them. So I'm kind of borrowing things from a couple of different different areas to pull into these customizations. But yeah, man, I say again, I cannot be more excited with this. I still see areas I can kind of fix and improve on, which is the beauty of using an actual action figure that I can customize versus drawing on paper. Because drawing on paper, it's only so many times you can change things before that paper wears out. With this, I can just keep going back and changing it as many times as I want. For me, it's a hobby. I enjoy it. I find it relaxing. I'm able to go in and, just make this and make these figures in my downtime, between work, family, all that good stuff. But you know, this like I said, that's what I do to relax. You know, I just kind of come over here and share my hobby a bit. So, you know, this isn't for clicks or likes or resale or anything like that. This is literally just fun. You know, I think that's how some of the other collectors I've heard them even say the same thing. They're doing this for fun. It's not for, you know. I mean, granted, some of them are monetized, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I mean, heck, I mean, I wouldn't turn out a chance to it, but yeah, as I go through this, you know, I'm kind of still learning. These are my very early videos and doing these, so I'm kind of learning the process of it still, and you know, even with my photography in this, still learning how to do that, how to, you know, change some of the filters and whatnot. So yeah, man, but I was have to say I had a lot of fun doing this. This was enjoyable. It was a lot of work, but enjoyable. I didn't realize this recently how much work actually goes into this. So I tip my hat to everybody who makes this type of content on a regular basis. But yeah, so this is the first line in the series of my Krymson Reigns customizations, figures, and I'll be doing a few other customizations that in between the Krymson Reigns figures. I have my Zack Snyder, McFarlane Zack Snyder movie figures and Black Adam movie figures I've repainted to make more movie accurate. And I'll probably be doing these Krymson Reigns figures probably once a week, until I go through the whole line. So I hope you enjoyed this.
Hey, Krymson, run it up.